awesome, folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, guys. Realizing that people have a choice. Now more than ever, people can actually work and build a business for themselves from the comfort of their home with this thing that we're talking through computers, through phones, the internet, and social media is a wonderful thing. And it's opening up a lot of opportunities. And unfortunately, some employers are antiquated, but we'll get to that in a second. So many people in Reddit threads, YouTube videos, TikTok clips, we're on YouTube right now. As a matter of fact, I just opened my Reddit account, so I'll be on that more. I'm still trying to learn the lingo. It says many people in Reddit threads, YouTube videos, and TikTok clips use the term to describe their personal rebellious action against hustle culture, which holds that people need to constantly work to achieve career ambitions. Folks just saying, listen here, I do not want to give you all my effort. I want to give you the bare minimum, and then let me figure out something else on the side. You're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life, explained the TikToker Zilligan. Oh, wow. Oh, he has a little video. Let's play it so we can hear what he says. He says, the reality is it's not. And everybody is now. There we go.
I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. You're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. The reality is it's not, and your worth as a person is not defined by your labor.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? Work does not have to be your life. So people are making the choice to quiet quit, which is do the bare minimum till you figure out something else. And in this young lady's case, she's saving her ducats. She's saving her money, honey. Okay. Also known as coasting. That would have been the old school term. Coasting, quiet quitting is now a new concept, but the pandemic has definitely exacerbated the trend. In a 2021 survey, 27,000 U.S. workers, Gallup found that only 36% of the people reported being engaged in their jobs. Really? They're just figuring that out? And it's way more percentages than that, but they're being kind. Now, only 36%. I'm sure there's more, but we digress. Now, let me see here. Only 36% of the people reported being engaged with their jobs, with the number of actively disengaged employees ticking up since 2020. As I said, it's going to be more. Last year, a LinkedIn survey described more Americans as sheltering in jobs as they waited out the pandemic for better opportunities. Top reasons people gave for staying in their jobs, including collecting a steady paycheck. Just to keep it 1,000. A lot of people are at their jobs right now for that very reason. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You make an honest living. Okay? Steady paycheck, obviously. And reasons people gave, steady paycheck, taking advantage of company benefits. Not a bad reason to keep your job. Okay? Wanting to wait for a more favorable job market, which 2020 up to 2021 now, it's been way more favorable than it has been for like the last 30, 40, 50 years. And having no time or energy to focus on that job hunt. Career coach, like myself, Mr. Brian Creeley, believes he has seen more people than usual identify as quiet quitters in the past 18 months because workers are burnt out by pandemic layoffs, because a lot of people got hit pretty hard. More than 50% of the workforce got hit pretty hard with that if you weren't in the essential, what they deemed as essential jobs. Because workers are burned out by the pandemic layoffs and tired from being forced out of the office and then being forced back in the office, because I did talk about that in one of my videos about how some of these employers are threatened. And there's a lot of articles on LinkedIn that talk about how a lot of the employees are threatened by the fact that people are working from home and getting their job done. And some of them say, oh, well, they want engagement in the office, so they want people to come back. That we go talk about that more in another video. Now, let me see. Forced out of the office and then being forced back in the office. Creeley noted that wage growth stagnation could be a factor. You think? Now, if you get a 2 or 3% raise, when inflation hits, when inflation is at 8 or 9%, then they realize, why did I work so hard? It's not keeping up with inflation. Now, Nadia Delata, founder of Real You Leadership, has quiet quitted jobs in her career. She said, doing so can buy you time to think about what you really want. Essentially, quiet quitting is my first step before evaluating actually quitting and moving on to greener pastures once I was ready. Deala said, I've done this for all the reasons you can think of: burnout, career stagnancy, career changes, toxic work cultures, dissatisfaction with leadership's failure to promote diversity, equality, inclusion, you name it. I think quiet quitting is a great strategy to coast a bit, get paid, create a space to really think about what's important to you, align with your values, and decide what work will fit best in the lifestyle that you want. Guys, listen. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Listen, I am blessed to have my friends tonight coming in and joining us on the live show. Guys, listen, I'm gonna stop there with that particular article, but you get the idea of quiet quitting. It gives people the option, not that you're not doing your job, but you are doing what is required. I am doing good too, Janice. It's great to see you. Happy anniversary. I saw that earlier. Yay. Listen, guys, there's nothing wrong with taking your career in your own hands. At the end of the day, you are in the business of you first. If it's not, if the job is not giving what it's supposed to give, if it's not giving you the benefits you're looking for, if you are not getting the pay that you need, the fringe benefits you need, you can quiet quit till you figure something out. Whether it's a side hustle that you're working on the side, on the internet, you can provide services. You could, the same services you're providing for that employer, you could place them on Fiverr for another employer for a fee on a contract basis. Of course, I'm not saying entrepreneurship is for everybody, but it does give you options. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with quiet quitting if you have a strategy. You can't just quiet quit because you might risk getting fired if they say, "Oh, you're not going above and beyond. You're just doing the bare minimum," and it might affect your job performance. However, if you're not that concerned about the job performance, if all you're doing is pretty much burning up job boards to get another job, or you're you're working on your side hustle to get it to a point where it can take you out of the job, then I'm all for quiet quitting. But if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it with a strategy. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.